Hello, everybody. Welcome to Community Distance Reiki. I can see that you can hear a little bit of the West Philly in the background, but it is so good to see you all. If you're new here, go ahead and click the live chat button. Feel free to introduce yourself and set any request for your personal healing and well-being. We're going to get things started off by building a beautiful crystal grid built to all of your requests, and then we're going to transition into a lovely and blissful Reiki session. If you'd like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or a tarot reading, or if you'd like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description along with all of my social media and my email newsletter. And just I'm going to be working a little strangely today. I managed to hurt my shoulder going to stand up on a step stool and right into the edge of a cabinet that was open. So so if I look a little weird, that's why. And I also had to give some blood work. So yeah, looking great today. But firing on all cylinders. It's so good to see you all. So let's go ahead, dive in, build that beautiful grid. As always, if you are watching this on the delay, you're going to have just as fun and healing a time. The Reiki will be there for you just the same. And for those of you who are making requests, I'll usually work from the top down, but I will kind of jump around and I will get to as many requests as I possibly can. So let's dive in and build that beautiful grid. Ooh, pretty. So as usual, we are starting things off with this mirror. This helps to reflect and deflect any negative energy. This copper spiral helps to break up any energy blockages. And this beautiful peridot helps with breaking bad habits, releasing guilt, anger, and jealousy, boosting friendships, and helping with any kind of tummy troubles. So yeah, so that was by request of someone who emailed in. So let's go ahead, dive in, say hi to everyone. I did see Dell and Lori. Renee, good to see you. Chris, lots of love to you and Ava. Creative Diva, good to see you. Joanna, Ali B, Sister Sheba. Oh, so good to see you all. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yes, and please do hit that like button if you haven't already. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Dell, those are some wonderful requests. Let's grab them. So Super 7, Indigo Gabbro. Super 7, Indigo Gabbro. Crazy Lace, Garnet, Aventurine. Crazy Lace, Garnet, Aventurine. Clear Quartz, Kambaba. Selenite. Awesome. Okay. So selenite is wonderful for reflecting and deflecting any negative energy. It helps to clear your energy field. It can also clear the energy field of items like crystals, and it helps us to connect with our guides and angels. So we'll put that right there. Selenite does not go in water. Clear quartz helps to amplify or boost any intention or the energy of any other crystals. These are double terminated, meaning that they have 2 points. They point in each direction. If you put them vertically on the center line of the body, it'll help to unify and harmonize your chakra system. It also is a lovely stone of like an amplifier and a blank slate. So you can use it to stand in for any crystals you may not have. Go. Okay. Kambaba stone also goes by Kambaba jasper. Not technically a jasper because this is fossilized blue-green algae. Lovely for connecting with our ancestors, for earth healing, and supporting healthy plants and good yields of crops. It's lovely for courage, confidence, learning, especially learning new languages. It can aid meditation, mental focus, and it's also lovely for finding patterns and errors in a lot of information. So that is Kambaba stone. There you go. Helps very much to like connect with our ancestors and our ancestral lands. So that is Kambaba stone. Okay. Green aventurine helps expand our vision of our own potential and is exceptionally helpful for learning, especially learning things that we maybe don't think we're capable of learning. This is a great confidence booster, very empowering, it's like it supports you to see more of yourself, see more of your capabilities. It also helps with heart rhythms, allergies, eye problems, and even fertility. So we'll go ahead and bring in green aventurine. Okay, lovely. Garnet helps with organization and being really practical with your resources, whether that's finances or even more importantly, your time. This is one that helps you to look at tasks and find the best way to get them done. It's also helpful for creativity, for courage, and for balance in really challenging times, times of big change. And if you're doing any kind of organization, garnet is a good friend. So we'll bring that in. It's a very Capricorn stone. There we go. Crazy lace agate also helps with courage, confidence, and protection. It helps with harmonizing and empowering the heart chakra as well as the solar plexus, which is our center of self-identity and free will. Brings a lot of balance. And if you have any phobias, particularly of spiders, this can be helpful. Also helps with the skin, eyes, and speech. So that is crazy lace agate. Oop. Here I am making a mess. There we go. Next is Super 7. This can really help you for your long-term goals, anything that you have to show up every day to make it happen over a long period of time. It's also really helpful for any way that you connect with your intuition. This can really kind of boost it. Lovely too for strengthening our energy field or aura and for inner peace and harmony, as well as healing the past, whether it's past lives or earlier this life, and helpful for earth healing. So if you're doing any healing of the environment, Super 7 and Kambaba stone are both really helpful. So there we go. So that is Super 7. And Indigo Gabbro also goes by the name Mystic Merlinite. This one helps you to see your own detrimental tendencies, the ways in which you, oops, making a mess already. Here, let's do this. The ways in which we kind of get in our own way, the patterns and habits we have that aren't helping. It brings them to light and allows us to kind of take a better look at them and kind of sort through them, maybe leaving them behind for good. Helps too with menstrual pains, with menopause, in integrating our spiritual connection, as well as helping support dream work and intuition. Also helps with meditation. So that is Indigo Gabbro or Mystic Merlinite. So good to see you, Dell. Lots of love to you all the way in Ireland. Hope you're well. Hey, Patty and Key. I hope you're well. Oh, West Philly be wildin'. Oh, yes it is. By the way, just in case this happens, and I hope and knock on all the things that it doesn't, we had another power outage in my neighborhood last night from like 9 o'clock to like 4 a.m. No announcement, just was out. So if I do end up, if something happens, that might be what it is. Yeah, it's absolutely wild out here. So let's see. Renee Sims, hope most of us are headache-free at this time. Oh, I see y'all and bring y'all offerings of catnip. you would like to request something that makes you think of cooling breezes. Cooling breezes. Let's go with some picture jasper. This can help with envisioning opportunities and even can help with travel or envisioning travel, planning travel, experiencing new cultures, moving abroad, anything like that. Even, working with folks who speak a different language, come from a different culture. So this can kind of help you with that, experiencing yourself or visualizing yourself somewhere else. It also helps with seeing the big picture, encouraging new ventures and new adventures. So it's great for entrepreneurs, helpful for the kidneys, for hidden fears, and for smoking cessation. So if anybody's looking to quit smoking, this is one stone of many that can be really helpful. So that is picture jasper. There we go. Just got to keep this grid even to start with. Otherwise, it's really hard to shore it up later. Wonderful. Okay. I hope that helps, Renee. Let me know if there's anything else I can do. Lori, you have some jade, Larimer, rose quartz, opal. Rose quartz, opal, emerald, peacock, or rhodonite. Emerald, rhodonite, peacock, or ruby, azurite, lapis. Ruby, azurite, and lapis. Okay, cool. Awesome. Let's start with some azurite. So this brings lots of creativity as well as intuition and insight. It helps us to connect with our guides and angels and even gain wisdom and insight from our guides in that connection. It can also help with dissolving obstacles and energy blockages, as well as helping with spinal alignment, muscle spasms, uncontrolled movements like tics. Lovely too for calming and quieting a mind, especially during meditation or spiritual work. So it's a great one for like spiritual awakening. So that is azurite. Emerald is helpful for healing skin and tissue, and it is lovely for the upper respiratory tract, the sinuses, everything from heart to lungs to breathing, all of it super helpful in healing. It's great for things like bronchitis and upper respiratory infections. Wonderful too for restoring confidence about our appearance and for helping to kind of reignite our passions in life. That is emerald. Rhodonite helps to heal a broken heart, helping us to open our heart to love again. It's also lovely for healing any kind of insecurities, lovely for healing the impacts of past emotional abuse as well, and for balancing yin and yang in the body. In terms of physical healing, this is an excellent stone for the lungs, as well as anything related to asthma, allergies, or anything autoimmune. So that is rhodonite. There we go. Jade is sacred in and throughout China and Southeast Asia, as well as being sacred to the Mayans. This helps with peace of mind, improving our luck and fortunes in all ways. Helps too with making our dreams come alive and helping us to reach our achievements. lovely for confidence, grounding stress, very empowering, and it helps us to prioritize ourselves and our needs in life. Wonderful too for resourcefulness. So if you're looking to make the most of a situation, jade can be really helpful. So let's go ahead and bring in that jade. Larimer helps us to connect with our spiritual purpose and feel aligned with it. It also helps us to feel that we can innovate and find new ways of going forward spiritually. When it comes to embracing our soul's purpose, our spiritual path isn't broken for us. We're breaking that path. And so this helps encourage us to find our own way and our own truth. It always reminds me of that Khalil Gibran quote, say not, I have seen the path, but a path, for the soul walks along all paths. It's great for that. So that is Larimer. Whoop, there we go. Also helps with separating ego from the spiritual self. We'll bring in that lapis. And yeah, this is how I can help myself remember. I know what the stones mean in my heart, but I always try to add in some more of other people's perspectives too. Lapis can be really helpful when it comes to moving upwards in terms of career, and it is incredible when it comes to personal responsibility, integrity, open, honest communication, pain and inflammation. I did see one for help with like clumsiness. This does help vertigo and hearing loss, so it'll help that. There's another stone that'll help clumsiness a little bit more. And this one helps with personal responsibility and also disorganization. So if anyone is using this weekend to do any spring cleaning, lapis can be really, really helpful for it. So that is lapis. Ruby is beautiful, and this helps us to release negativity and gives us the courage to be our most authentic self. It lends tons of leadership skills, and it's helpful for fibromyalgia, pain, love, fertility, and stopping nightmares as well. This can help you if you are working on creating a place of financial stability, and it's also lovely for helping us to make decisions. So that is ruby. Sorry if you hear that. That's my phone vibrating. There we go. Awesome. Rose quartz, we're all somewhat familiar with. This is lovely for the heart center, and anytime we feel emotionally overwhelmed or depleted. This can also help us to shift into seeing our self-worth and self-value improve. If you find it difficult to feel like you deserve love, for example, if you're working on attracting higher caliber relationships, this is a lovely stone to work with. So that is rose quartz. And I have the next one is beautiful opal, but I have a surprise for y'all. I got some new stones for us. Here is some pink opal. Here, let me turn down the brightness here. Pink opal, ooh, so pretty. So pink opal helps with renewal and merging intuition with our conscious mind. It's lovely for any kind of meditation practice, for any kind of self-healing practice, and for connecting with our angelic and spirit realms, especially for doing any kind of shamanic journeying. Wonderful on the physical level for the lungs, heart, spleen, and connective tissue. And it can be really helpful for cultivating a space and a sense and an attitude of nonviolence, as well as helping with diabetes and hypoglycemia. So let's go ahead and bring in this beautiful pink opal. And we'll use all of them today. There we go. Awesome. Yay. And peacock ore. This can be really helpful with rebirth and basically like building yourself anew, kind of like making a whole new version of yourself. Also really helpful when it comes to high level thinking, when it comes to organization, your intellectuality, organization, high level functioning. So we will bring this in. So that is, executive function. That's what I was looking for. So we'll bring this in here. We'll see how it fits in the grid as we move forward. But that is peacock ore or chalcopyrite. So I hope that helps, Lori. Have an awesome day. So glad to see you here. Thank you for bringing that up, Del. Yes, necklaces or pendants with multiple crystals. Yes, I do have a friend that makes some on, and she's got an Etsy shop. I'll put her Etsy shop in the chat. Let's see. Let me make sure I'm giving you the correct link. There we go. I just linked to my friend's shop. She is a classic jeweler. She's been making stuff handmade for over 40 years. She's also been in jewelry repair for that long. So sometimes she's reworking older pieces that may have some damage, or maybe a stone has fallen out and she's replaced them. So she makes lots of really cool stuff. In fact, most of the jewelry you see me wear, rings and all that, is hers. In fact, she made, this was a brooch, and she made it into a necklace for me. And this is Larimer, and these little beads are lava. So yeah, super fun. But there's so many cool creators out there. That's just the one that I happen to know the best. And she also makes a lot of pendulums out of crystals and with silver, and they're really reasonably priced. So let's see. And because Renee gave an offering of catnip to the little babies, I'll probably give them some catnip later today and have fun with that. Maybe I'll see if I can video that. Gertie goes wild on catnip. Let's get a few of Chris's requests. I hope you and Ava are doing well. Let's get some rhodochrosite, leopard skin jasper. Got a few of yours already. Let's get some malachite. Green aventurine, moonstone, carnelian, yeah, we're already working through your list. Oh, this is wonderful. So rhodochrosite helps with mother-child bonding, and it can also help with healing any type of maternal wounds, loss of mom, anything like that. This is a helpful stone too for the heart and circulation, as well as intuition and connecting with our ancestors and deceased animal companions. It's lovely for stress headaches and asthma as well. So that is rhodochrosite. Go ahead and bring that in here. Carnelian is the stone of relationships and the sacral chakra. This is a stone that helps us with relationships, especially our close, intimate relationships, sexuality, sensuality, fertility, helps to with attracting your sacred relationships, your soulmate type relationships. Wonderful too for colds, allergies, wound healing, and for kind of breaking through apathy, laziness. If you just feel like you kind of just don't want to get back into things. It gives you a little bit more zest in your life. So there we go. But yeah, anything having to do with relationships, that's carnelian. Moonstone is, as the name would suggest, connected with anything having to do with the moon or lunar cycles. It's also a really helpful stone for connecting with just the rhythms and cycles in nature. Lovely for intuition, for attracting love, for protection of women and travelers, as well as connection to the divine feminine. It helps with releasing any patterns that no longer serve, and also with learning about ancient healing practices as well as ancient spiritual practices. So that is moonstone. So there's moonstone, there's rainbow moonstone, and there's labradorite, and they're all very closely connected, geologically speaking. Okay, leopard skin jasper, this one will help with the coordination and balance and to keep from falling down. So other qualities that leopard skin jasper brings to us are for helping to heal our animal companions and for connecting with our animal spirit guides. Helpful also for anything impacting the skin as well as attracting our soulmate. So let's go ahead and bring this in. We'll go ahead and we'll put that right on top of our moonstone. Go. And malachite. Malachite helps with so many things. It's a really versatile stone. It helps with connection to Archangel Raphael, and it's also lovely for processing really difficult emotions so that we can leave them behind. Wonderful for breaking through insomnia. It's thought to help things like seizure disorders, and it's wonderful for anxieties and fears, especially around flying. So it's great for phobias. Thought helpful for depression as well, and it's wonderful for arthritis and just any kind of inflammation, as well as supporting the spleen and pancreas and pituitary glands. And also always a good thing to do a little bit of a reminder of, I don't look at anything I do as a replacement for any other kind of treatment, holistic or modern. I take medications, I take antidepressants, no shame in doing what you need to do for your own health and well-being. Everything I do is complementary. None of it will hurt the Reiki or the crystals. It'll only support you, but why not just add this as another layer to your general wellness and well-being? It doesn't have to be a one versus the other. It can be using all the things that are helpful. So I hope that's helpful to you, and I hope to support you in all the ways that I can, be they limited. I'm still happy to help. So let's go ahead and dive on in. I'll make sure that I get the rest of your requests there, Chris, and thank you for being here. Lots of love to you and Ava. Flower, lots of love to you and your whole crew, including Little Tree. Wonderful. Da, 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 da. Ellie B, so happy Friday to you too. Let's see, some crystals for intimacy, protection, self-love, best outcome, worthiness, and being open to abundance. Protection boundaries, stopping the witches and entities interfering. Gotcha. So definitely the best one for intimacy is carnelian, hands down. Let's also bring in protection, self-love, best outcome. Worthiness, one that can help is rose quartz, but we do have some other ones too. bring in some dioptase to help with that too. That'll help with that. Okay, so for envisioning a good outcome in times of change, and for making a good outcome, definitely jade. That's A+ stone. But this also will help keep your mind on envisioning that good outcome, and that is sapphire. Sapphire helps with not only that envisioning of a positive outcome, but also it helps with intuition, connection with your angels, your guides, wonderful for channeling and telepathy and mediumship, as well as supporting the thyroid, eyes, and ears. Really helpful for those with dementia and those who love and care about and for them. Helps to call upon speedy justice as well. And so we will bring in some beautiful sapphire. There we go. For calling on abundance, let's bring in some citrine. Citrine is the stone of abundance. This is one that can help with calling on financial resources and other things that we need to survive and thrive. Helps us too with balancing logic and intuition, with fibromyalgia pain, nausea, addictions, compulsions, and even making good financial decisions overall. So that is citrine. We've got some red tiger eye. This is highly protective, highly protective, whether it's spiritual malevolence or whether it's like more mundane. So if you have someone that's trying to manipulate or gaslight or triangulate or, spread slanderous things about you, this will help kind of keep that at bay. It's a really great anti-bully stone on the spiritual side and the earth side. It also helps to manifest abundance, especially financial abundance in a hurry. So that is red tiger eye. And dioptase. This is great for self-respect, self-healing, and self-love, and also with releasing any tendencies towards self-neglect. It's helpful for chronic fatigue and taking better care of yourself overall, as well as living in the present moment. It also helps with attracting love as far as a good match for you. Helpful too for inner ear stuff, dizziness, and stability, which is definitely on the requests list today. It helps to stabilize blood pressure, and it's great for IBS, constipation, ulcers, and it's thought to support the cardiac heart too. Wonderful too for making a healthy life change of any kind, whether it's getting into workouts, changing your diet, whatever it might be. And it's wonderful for vitality, balance, and emotional stability. So that is dioptase. There we go. So I hope that helps. Let me know if there's anything else I can do, Allie, and have an awesome afternoon. Sister Sheba. Greetings to all. Hope you are all enjoying this fabulous Friday. Beautiful weather in Northern California. Oh, that's nice. It's beautiful here in Philly. It's just a bit chilly. It's like 60 degrees, which is like my perfect temperature. I prefer the chill to the warmth. So yeah, it's beautiful here too. I need like some galena, fire agate. I don't know if I have any fire agate. Maybe my jewelry box. I'm not sure. I don't think I have any fire agate, but I'll remember to have it for next time. But we definitely have galena, tiger iron, mahogany obsidian. Let me know what about fire agate you're looking for specifically, and I'm more than happy to grab something with like a similar quality. Sorry, I don't have that one, but I will write that down actually. Fire agate, okay. Fire agate is my friend Janie's favorite stone, and she is the incredible woman behind High Art on Etsy. The link that I put in there, that's definitely her favorite stone. So she usually has a few laying around, and I definitely have a few rings that she's made me with that. So let's start with tiger iron. So that's tiger eye with some hematite and sometimes even some red jasper. And this is another stone that it's really diverse in what it brings to us. So this helps with clearing and restoring the blood, relieving fatigue, boosting energy, and helping us with emotional balance. It also brings a lot of clarity to our thought processes, and it can help us to set better boundaries and not take on the troubles or worries of others. While we're helping them do their thing, we don't have to necessarily carry the burden for them. This is also helpful for nervous kids and animals, for supporting the root and solar plexus chakras, and it's excellent for creativity. Very grounding, very energizing, very creative. So that's what we love about tiger iron. Mahogany obsidian helps with releasing perfectionism and completing goals. If you're somebody who struggles with things like a done something is better than a perfect nothing, definitely me in that, this can be a really helpful stone. It also helps with letting go of any feelings that you need approval of others, so it helps you feel more secure within yourself. It helps too with vitality, strength, releasing anger, any kind of skin healing, and it's wonderful for the teeth, gums, and carpal tunnel syndrome. So we will bring that in. But yeah, if you're looking to try to meet some goals, this is a lovely stone. So that is mahogany obsidian. Okay. And galena, which has a high amount of lead in it, so do be careful. Galena helps with energy clearing and grounding and centering. It brings in a lot of protection, energetic protection. It helps with insights on the physical level. So if you've been struggling with some physical maladies that you can't quite get to the bottom of, galena can help shed some light on them. Wonderful too for the olfactory system, so your sense of smell, and healing any kind of boils or cysts, even acne. Helps with disorders of the veins. It helps with healthy hair and boosting hair growth. And it's wonderful for mental and emotional transformation. Helpful too for Saturn transits in your chart, for winnings of money, and for being reunited with anything that's been lost or stolen from you. So that is galena. Awesome. But yeah, let me know if there's anything else I can add for you, Sister Shiva, and it's lovely to see you. Ah, jade. Okay, jade is in there, but you got it, Sister Shiva. Okay. Oh, thanks. I love this sweater too. This is one of those West Philly specials. My neighborhood, we always, anything that we have that's still useful, but we don't use it anymore, we just put it out in front of our houses, our apartment buildings, usually in a box marked free. And this was one of my neighbors. So thank you. I love it too. Let's see. Creative Diva. So we've got request healing energy to find joy where you are. See beauty in what feels or is broken. To find purpose, protection from negativity, and to feel undeniable peace and freedom to do what you need and want. I love that. So let's do yellow calcite. Awesome. That's a beautiful collection. So let's start with some Snowflake Obsidian. This is an incredible stone for inner peace and harmony and for calming overstimulation. It helps with holding a space of inner peace and serenity, hope after loss. Also boosts clairaudience. That's our intuitive sense of hearing. It's very balancing when it comes to loneliness. It helps us to release any hidden guilt, and it's lovely for noticing any kind of patterns that we have that are holding us back. So that is Snowflake Obsidian. Shungite can help to protect from negativity and also release the negativity we currently have within. Shungite also helps with tissue repair, physical recovery, whether it's an injury or surgery. It's lovely for releasing stress, emotional pain, and energy blocks. And it's really helpful for just deep clearing the energy field. So we'll go ahead and bring this in. So that is Shungite. Fuchsite helps us to connect with joy and fun, like fun just for the sake of fun, which is something we can kind of guilt ourselves out of doing it. Like, oh, I should be productive. Sometimes we should just have fun. Fuchsite helps with boosting the energy of other stones, with self-care, doing any kind of inner child work. It's thought to help support healing of carpal tunnel syndrome, and it can help with spinal alignment and even sleep disorders. So let's go ahead and bring in some Fuchsite. And when you mentioned seeing beauty in what is or feels broken, let's see. I felt like Herkimer would be really helpful. This is one that can help us to be in the present moment, and I feel like that helps us to take a new perspective on things. This is also helpful to connect to divinity, helps us with relaxation and boosting anything we're manifesting. It's lovely too for harmonizing any discordant energies, and it's supportive for healthy metabolism too. So that is Herkimer Diamond. Yeah, when I want to just sort of like focus on the now and appreciate what's there, this is one that generally helps me to do that. So that's Herkimer. And yellow calcite. This is great for a lot of what you mentioned, but like feeling undeniable peace and freedom. Peace definitely being the Snowflake Obsidian, and freedom to do what you want and need, definitely yellow calcite. This can help to support our solar plexus or center of self, and that's very much where our prioritizing our wants and needs and desires in life can get supported. It's wonderful for releasing the need of approval for others and really trusting ourselves more. It helps us to set and hold good, healthy boundaries, and it's wonderful for self-identity. Also great for self-confidence and optimism. So that is yellow calcite. Let's go ahead and work that in. There we go. So that's yellow calcite. So I hope that that helps. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. Manifestation quartz. And manifestation quartz is exactly what it sounds like. This helps to boost anything that we're manifesting. So think of it as like a birthday candle on a cake, except you can wish for more than one thing, and it's for everybody to make those wishes. So go ahead and use that manifestation quartz. Set those intentions and ask that they be carried up to the universe. Patty and Key, Red Tiger Eye, Tiger Iron, those are in. Amazonite, Septarian, Tree Agate. And Hydro, Aquamarine. Honey calcite, smoky sugilite, okay, so let's start there. So smoky quartz helps with transmuting energy for the better, so really fundamentally shifting it for something good. Wonderful too for calming worry, releasing energy blockages, and helping to protect property from theft. It's been used since the Middle Ages for that. Helpful too for hope in uncertain times, for dealing with chronic pain, and for flexibility within the body and also within the mind. And of course, we can all get a little mentally stuck. That's absolutely normal in life. I know as a Capricorn sun and a Taurus moon, I tend towards that a little bit, but luckily my Aries rising helps me shake out of it quick when I notice it. So yeah, it can be helpful. Aquamarine helps with forgiveness. This one does. It is almost impossible to see on the camera. If you see that little circle there, it's in that little circle. The anhydro, itchy nose. This helps to release destructive emotional patterns. It helps with fluid balance, and it's lovely for helping determine the credibility of information as well as people. Lovely too for accessing the past or future, for sending any kind of healing there, and helping to connect with the family roots, genealogy, your family history. Helpful too for keeping amicable with people who are really difficult to get along with. So that is anhydro. Septarian helps with emotional maturity and growth. It helps us to deeply take a look at ourselves, even get a little vulnerable, and make some changes for the better. Wonderful too for understanding the underlying causes of beliefs and attitudes and habits and patterns that we have, and helpful too for just identity and the solar plexus and feeling the stability of who we are and what we want and need. So helps with that emotional growth and shadow work. It's also really helpful when it comes to skin wounds and lesions, as well as muscle pain and spasm. So that is Septarian. Tree agate helps with balance, body, mind, and spirit in a very big way. This is sacred in Ayurveda, the sister science to yoga, and this helps to balance all of the doshas throughout the body, especially in the physical body, but definitely in the mind and spirit as well. Helps to dissolve ego while calming the physical and emotional nerves. Helps with healing and moving on from sort of negative habits and patterns that are holding us back. Lovely for inner peace, making new connections, and the ancient Greeks also thought that this helped improve the yields of crops. So that is tree agate. Honey calcite is one of the favorites here. This helps attract the best people that we are a good match for in our life right here and now. Very helpful for supporting women after menopause, which it doesn't look like it, but I am one. And it's also helpful for optimism in really difficult times. So that is honey calcite. Sugilite is definitely a stone of world peace and enlightenment. The crown chakra and all that it represents, the awareness of and connection to the interconnectedness, unity consciousness, that what we put out into the universe, we put out into ourselves. This is definitely a good stone to help reflect on things like world peace. So that is Sugilite. And Amazonite helps with self-respect and self-care, especially for those among us who maybe think of ourselves last. It's also really helpful for luck, for calming, and it's great for the spine and spinal nerves. So let's go ahead and bring in Amazonite. So, and I will come back for more of yours in a little bit. Here we go. Yep, fuchsite is in there. Flower. Can I have all the stones you own? Really struggling, spiritual, physical, and emotional. I'm sorry to hear that. Let's see what we got. Hey, Alana. I hope you're doing well. Dara, welcome in. Okay. Spiritual, physical, emotional. Let's see. Let's bring in, I've got a couple I think will help, and one of them was also requested by Key. So we will go ahead and bring in first some zebra jasper. This can help with a lot of different things, but it's especially good for overwhelm, especially overwhelming stress and standing up for yourself. It helps with breaking through apathy. It's very empowering, and it's also great for bone disorders. Helps with muscle spasms, taking initiative, and for any kind of in the rut kind of vibes that you might have. So that is zebra jasper. I'm actually going to go ahead and bring in, now let's see where we end up here. Polychrome. So that's some polychrome jasper. This helps with reigniting our soul's passions. It breaks through indifference, motivation, and it brings in a ton of self-confidence. This helps us with physical movement and with connection with our Earth Star chakra. That's where we can act on our soul's purpose and bring it forward into life. But yeah, lots of physical mobility and lots of confidence, motivation reignites a lot of our interests and enjoyment in life. So let's go ahead and bring this in. There we go. That's polychrome. Pink kunzite can be really helpful for compassion in general, compassion for self, compassion for others, for helping to heal the heart emotionally. It helps with attracting commitment-based love and opening the heart to love again after heartache and heartbreak. It helps with hormones, chemical sensitivities and allergies, neuralgia, as well as coming back after anesthesia. It helps with new moms and sleepless babies as well. So it's also a great stone for toxic work environments. So let's go ahead and bring in some pink kunzite. I always feel really close to the Kuan Yin when I hold this. It's a superb stone when it comes to just compassion in general, but especially compassion for ourselves. And for like the mental and emotional side as well, lepidolite. Lepidolite helps to soothe the emotions. It also helps to kind of calm them and even helps us to understand our emotions a little better. It helps with discernment too, especially around should I stay, should I go types of questions. Wonderful for mental health, stem to stern, especially things like codependency and obsessive thoughts. It's thought helpful too for addiction, as well as supporting joint health and even supports weight loss. Lepidolite does have lithium mica in it, and as we've been talking about this week, please don't eat it. I know we are mining more lithium than we ever have because we're using it in batteries, which is everything's got lithium-ion batteries, right? Well, lithium has been used as a mental health medication since the 1940s, and it's one that has lots of different impacts on the body. It impacts everyone differently, sometimes paradoxically, and you definitely need to have different levels checked. That hasn't stopped people from selling like supplements of it. Like, be careful with it. It's a great one to carry with you, but not so much for turning into a direct gem infusion. So I hope that helps, Flower. Lots of love to you. We love you here. It's good to see you and your crew. Lots of love to you and Little Tree. Sister Sheba, varicose veins and circulation in general. Definitely. Yeah, Galena's really helpful for that. And other circulation, aquamarine's really helpful for. Circulation in general, let's do Unikite. Wonderful for circulation. So this not only helps with circulation, but it's also really helpful for any stage of a woman's life, from onset of menses to menopause to labor, delivery, fertility, all of it. Helps too with the physical heart in addition to circulation. Wonderful for metabolism, for addictions, especially quitting smoking. And it's also great for good marriage and relationships. So we will bring in Unikite. Ooh. Go. Dara, you have some big projects coming up. We can help with that. So let's bring in some Bumblebee Jasper. This brings in lots of mental focus and energy, vitality, and this sense of wanting to sink your teeth into the work and get stuff done. It helps balance yin and yang. It's wonderful for decision making, and it's great for collaborative and group work or working alone. It brings in a lot of confidence and positivity as well. So this can definitely help you with like getting the work done and like having the energy and the focus and the motivation to do it. Another one is chrysoprase. Now, mahogany obsidian is excellent for like completing tasks as well, but I would also suggest chrysoprase can help with follow through and seeing things through to completion. It also helps with picking up the pieces after any kind of loss, and it helps with overcoming disappointment. So that is chrysoprase. So let's do here and here. I hope that that helps, Dara, and welcome. Pyrite. Pyrite helps with intuition while also providing protection. It helps to support healthy lungs. It helps with the memory. So if you're studying, this is a superb stone. It helps also with the side effects of radiation treatments, with the lungs, with fever, and it's just so protective. Our favorite thing about this, though, is that it calls in financial abundance. So pyrite is fool's gold. And so it's found near real gold, and it's thought to like bring in that real stuff. So great stone of financial abundance. So that is pyrite or fool's gold. Awesome, Chris. Thank you. If you want to go to sleep, I totally get it. Awesome. Oh, Unakite's one of your favorite stones aesthetically? Me too. I love it. I always have. When I used to work in a piercing shop way back in the day, and we sold stone plug jewelry, and Unakite was one of the most popular stones. And the boss was always like, why? And I'm like, I looked up the meanings and stuff, and I'm like, I think it's, everything from quitting smoking to just going with the flow, groundedness. Like there's so many different things. But it was one of the most common stones, even with people who said, I'm not usually a fan of green, especially green and like pink. And like, what is up with that? Yeah, it's one that I've always loved. It's one I've had since I was a little kid. In fact, if I can find it. For those of you who've been here a while, you know that I've been collecting rocks and loving stones since I was a wee little. And every year we went on a really crappy field trip to this place called the Trailside Museum, because I grew up just outside of Newark, New Jersey. And they would bring us to the Trailside Museum in Mountainside, New Jersey. Yeah, it was in between like Route 22 and Route 78. So smack dab in the middle of nature, right? So, yeah. But they had a little gift shop, and they'd always say, oh, give your kids a few dollars to like buy something from the gift shop. And everybody else's parents would give them more money than me. But I only wanted the rocks anyway, so I really didn't care. And this is one of the many rocks I have from childhood, is this Unakite. Also, that specific hematite, and this malachite. These are all stones I used as a little kid. I have a few more floating around, but yeah, it's kind of amazing they've followed me this far. So, love Unakite. Oh, did Lila Ray come in? I didn't see. Hey, Lila. Alana, highest of the high and highest well-being. Ooh, I love that. I'll bring in a little bit more clear quartz to support that. So we already have some clear quartz in here, but clear quartz is always an amplifier of any intention. It's a clear stone, so it can stand in for any other stone I may not have, and it just boosts any intention or the energy of any other stone. So let's go ahead and bring in, just to affirm Alana's request, we'll bring in, here we go. Those work well. Awesome. Clear quartz. Key is okay. Both been having mysterious trouble with our necks and upper chest and stomach. Neck, I would definitely use Amazonite, which is in there. Upper chest and stomach. Stomach is peridot. Let's bring in Dalmatian jasper too. And upper chest, emerald, as well as green kyanite. Green kyanite is the throat, lung, chest, heart, all of that. It also helps with asthma, with spiritual balance, especially balancing our spirituality into our everyday life and kind of integrating those two. Great for connection to plants and the earth, especially intuitive connection there, and for connection with the plants and spirits of nature. So I hope that that helps. There we go. Dalmatian jasper. Dalmatian jasper helps with clearing energy because it's got black tourmaline running through it. Black tourmaline helps to break up and dispel any negative energy. Going through Dalmatian jasper like this, it helps deep clean our energy fields. It's helpful for holding a space of cooperation, for digestive issues, any kind of tummy troubles from IBS to Crohn's to just upset stomach. And it's helpful for protection of our physical energy, for maintaining composure, and for letting go of the past. If you're looking towards having maybe not the greatest start with someone, or you're trying to create a space for a new turn on a relationship, like a better one, it helps release cynicism and jadedness. So clearing the path for a new connection based in better balance. So that is Dalmatian jasper. So I hope that helps. Prehnite, labradorite, blue chalcedony. Oh, your son got accepted to the school. Oh, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. That's wonderful. Cool. I'm going to bring in a stone that Patty requested that also helps with perseverance in school. So I have those that Dell requested. They're right here. Let's bring in some desert rose selenite. This definitely helps not only with that perseverance in training and in school, but with upset stomach, acne, eczema, fighting off viruses. Really helpful for men's health as well as the wellness and well-being of our animal companions. It helps with real estate transactions, property deals, and even finding a home or place to live. Helpful for big life changes through small, consistent effort, and for redefining ourselves after any kind of change or even loss. So that is desert rose selenite. And labradorite helps with improved sleep and improved clairvoyance. That's our spiritual sight. This is lovely for detailed attention to things and finding errors in things. Lovely too for joy and travel and research and study, as well as calming disputes and helping to hold a space for a wonderful, harmonious workplace. So let's go ahead and bring in labradorite. Prehnite. Prehnite is excellent for things like lucid dreaming, prophecy, any kind of divination, but it's also great for just any kind of spiritual teaching or learning as well. Helpful for refusing any kind of unfair demand, so it can really help support our self-respect and our boundaries. Wonderful too for anemia, gout, the kidneys, the bladder, and it helps to aid in meditation. So let's go ahead and bring in prehnite. Where shall we place you? Let's place you here and here for now. And blue chalcedony, I'm sorry, pardon me, I will have to look it up again. Chalcedony, or sometimes pronounced chalcedony, it basically means a quartz that you can't quite see through. So So I am reading to you from The Complete Crystal Handbook by Cassandra Eason, one of my favorites. Thought to encourage fluid flow and circulation in the body, avoiding buildup of pressure and fluid retention. Great for allergies, respiratory issues, Alzheimer's, dementia, childhood illnesses, gallstones, and general inflammation. Great for obsessive compulsive issues, Tourette's, autism type stuff. Keep documents to protect against misfortune. Good luck in legal matters. Helps to encourage stillness and calm in the family, especially if there's squabbles going on. And also helps with the stressful journey to work. And if you have to get a lot done in a small amount of time in a way that's chaotic, like bringing kids out grocery shopping. So that is Blue Chalcedony. There we go. Okay. Thank you for requesting that. Awesome. And we are just about ready to sink into the healing. I'm just going to grab a couple more stones. Hey, Derek, welcome in. Anything I can add to the grid for you? And other than the few that I haven't added for Chris and Key, if you have any requests that I skipped, let me know. Let's definitely bring in some fluorite and zoisite. Angelite. Celestite. Angelite, and rutilated. Cool. Just vibes? You got it. You got it, Derek. Good to see you. And you're welcome, Lila Ray. Okay. So rutilated quartz helps with focus, especially mental focus, but focusing of any kind of energy right where you want it to go. Also helps to give you a boost of physical energy if you're really run down or just been working too hard or even have been a little sick. This has long been considered a good talisman for anyone who is dealing with cancer because it's thought to set the intention of, I hope the energy goes right to where it's most helpful. All those treatments go to right where they're most helpful, and I hope that you have the energy you need to get through things. So there we go. That is rutilated quartz. Celestite helps us to connect with our angels and guides. It's also lovely for helping to discern what's a thought, what's a fear, what's intuition, and helps too with connection to our higher chakras. This can also not only be really spiritual and a lovely experience, but it can shift our fundamental experience of pain. So there we go. Angelite. There we go. So here is Angelite. Angelite helps with connecting to our spirit guides and our angels, as the name would suggest. It also helps improve our experience during any kind of sound healing, and it's lovely for feeling connected to source, connected to spirit, our angels, feeling them around, and helps with a high level of spiritual protection. So that is Angelite. Fluorite is lovely for being the kind of the eye of the storm, if you will, when it comes to any kind of chaotic environment. Like if you work in a chaotic environment, if life is just chaos right now, if home is chaotic, this can really help you to find that stillness within. It's wonderful for bringing comfort to new moms and newborns and for general relaxation as well. So that is fluorite. And zoisite helps with fertility, seasonal effectiveness, and for breaking down apathy and sluggishness. It can help to encourage you to face your setbacks, your challenges, and your problems without kind of getting overwhelmed by the list. So if you tend to be like me and you see everything you need to do, it looks hard to break it up into smaller pieces. So it's like you get overwhelmed and kind of procrastinate. This can help you with that. That is zoisite. So let's bring in a piece here and a piece here. Awesome. Sweet. So there we go. Hey, Kanta, it's good to see you. Awesome. So we're going to go ahead and transition into the part of the evening where I will connect to the Reiki energy and send it to you wherever you are and whenever you happen to be watching this. And for those of you that have been here before, you know the drill. Go on ahead and think of all the things you're grateful for, anything at all. And if you feel up to it, if you feel like it's something you're willing to share, go ahead and enter it in the chat. Gratitude lifts energy faster and easier than anything else. So go ahead and pour that in. And while you do that, I'll do my usual description of everything. I'll even out the grid and we will get into the healing. Thank you so much to everyone who helped to inspire this beautiful grid. Oh, it's coming together really well. Thank you all so much. And yeah, we are getting there. I'm just gonna go ahead and balance this out just a little bit more. That came out really beautiful. Thank you, everyone. Awesome. So let's go ahead and learn about Reiki. So thank you so much for being here, everyone. And thank you, everyone, once again, so much for your requests. It really does help build a beautiful space for the grid. All of your intentions help build it to what it is. So if you are new here, my name is Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. And if you'd like to learn more about my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, or if you would like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. There's all the information there. It's also linked in the description, along with all my social media and my online newsletter. So, what is Reiki? Well, Reiki has become a general catch-all term in the West for energy healing, but specifically I work with what's known as Usui Reiki. And this method is named after its founder, Mikao Usui, who created it in the early 1920s in Japan at a time where teaching anything that could even be misattributed to a religion, strictly forbidden and some really serious consequences. So This particular method is deeply spiritual, yet completely secular. And I think that's why it fits with us so well in the West. So to kind of think about the foundation of the concept of energy from the Usui system, we're best to look at Shintoism, the indigenous spirituality of Japan, in which everyone and everything is interconnected and inextricably linked. And that spirit, in this case, however you define that, is basically supporting this beautiful, soul-affirming, life-affirming energy. And that this energy helps our body, mind, and spirit all the time to work through their natural day-to-day healing and resilience. This energy is already flowing through me, you, everyone, and everything, everywhere. And essentially what I'll be doing today is using Usui's techniques to connect to that energy and then direct more of it to you, wherever you are and whenever you're watching this stream. So yeah, it doesn't matter when you're watching, the energy will still be there for you. So during the session, you may feel some energy within your physical body. You may feel some sensations there. You may feel some feelings rise up or get released. You may have some deep spiritual connection, some intuition, some clarity. You may also get some like nice mental clarity, being able to think some things through that you've been struggling with lately. You may also have a really beautiful healing nap, which is absolutely encouraged. So it's all good. The cool thing is that you don't need to do anything. Just be open to the Reiki, and by being here, you already are. So you don't have to do anything else. When it comes to like how best to like make the most of this time, generally just find a nice comfy place to sit, relax, maybe even lay down and close your eyes. But you can also do anything that feels meaningful to you at this time. Stretch, move, bend, do some yoga, journal, arts and crafts, music, whatever feels right. There's no wrong way to enjoy this time. And while I'm sending that energy to you, you don't have to focus on anything and you don't have to keep your mind silent. Simply take a deep breath in and out anytime that you get distracted or that you feel like you want to kind of go a little deeper into your session, and it'll just be perfect. Even if you have to get up and get something and come back, just take that deep breath in and out, and that Reiki will still keep on flowing. I will send this Reiki to you for 25 minutes, during which time I will turn the lights down. You'll notice that they move slowly and gently through several different colors, and I will turn the music up. If you enjoy the music, definitely check out the link in the bottom of the description. And for any of you that have ever provided any support financially to the channel through buying crystals, super stickers, super chats, contributions to the links in the description, anything, thank you so much. One of the things that you help is not only procuring more crystals and even more crystal books, which I do have a few on order. It also helps with supporting an actual musician to create the music that I can play on a live stream. So thank you all so much for being here. So let's go ahead in. Oh yeah, one more thing. Reiki can meet you wherever you are, whenever you're watching this. It's not limited by my human ability to only be in one place at one time. So whenever you're watching this, the Reiki will be there for you. And I'm here 5 times a week. The regular schedule is listed in the description below. When you, if you ever feel like you need a little Reiki, if I'm not here, if I'm not live, check out the past healing live stream playlist, or just hit the live button and watch any past live stream. It's there for you anytime you need it. Thank you so much for being here. It always is an honor and a privilege to share this healing with all of you, and thank you. So let's go ahead into the Reiki and have a lovely session. Let's take a closer look at that grid. Ooh, pretty. That came out really, really pretty. Well done, everyone. Oh, that looks really nice. Thank you, everyone. Oh, who's thankful for tacos? I am also thankful for tacos. Oh, you get to eat tacos after the session? Jealous, Catherine. Oh, Derek, those are beautiful. I'm glad your friend's getting released. Oh, lots of love. I'm loving these vibes. Okay. Are there any kitties here? Because it's chillier in here, a lot of times they find a place to curl up and then they just don't move. I think they found a blanket that's still around. So everybody go ahead. Oh, by the way, like I said, the lights will dim and you'll notice them moving from one color to the next. They will not flash or strobe. So just a reminder there, and thank y'all so much. So let's get into that healing, and I will see you all in about 25 minutes. I invite you now to take a deep breath in and out. Slowly come back to your body. Move your fingers and toes. And when you're ready, if you'd like, you can come back into the chat. Feel free to ask any questions, make any suggestions, share any experiences. Thank you so much for being a part of this beautiful event. You all make it what it is. I'm grateful for all of you. Oh, there, the chat just popped up for me. Yeah, I'll be back at 8 p.m. East Coast US time, so I hope to see some of you there. Oh, you're so welcome, Lori. You're welcome, Flower. See you later, Catherine. Flower, enjoy tacos. I might make myself some fajitas this weekend. I'm excited about that. Oh, you saw a lot of pure white light. Oh, beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. May we all walk in beauty. Hey, still not still. Nice to wake up to this. Oh, I'm glad. Good morning. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it in my face. I know my eyes look a little bit not myself, but I slept so bad last night with the power being out and the repair crews were not quiet. And of course, as soon as I got to sleep, it was nice and deep sleep. And then 4 a.m., the lights kicked on and then turned off. And then turned on and then turned off. And that cycled a few times until I just really had to get out of bed. So yeah, did not get a lot of sleep last night. All right, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here with an abundance of gratitude. Thank you all. Hit that like button on the way out if you haven't already, and consider subscribing if you're not already. Yeah, it was lots of fun. Lots of fun, Patty. So yeah, so I will be back at 8 p.m. East Coast US time. I look forward to seeing you then or some other time soon. The schedule is in the description. Everybody have a beautiful afternoon, and bye for now.